Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to see how we can create aggregate data entity. Okay, so the first thing is that why do we use aggregate data entity? So guys, basically it is used for our report and analytics. We do a lot of, we use typically a lot of aggregate functions here directly. Okay, so let's build an example, then we'll be able to understand it more nicely. Okay, so the first thing is that I will go ahead and I'm going to go to new items, and here I'm going to choose my analytics. Here the first thing is that I'm going to create an aggregate measurement. Okay, so I can give a name, something called, let me give a name like invent on hand aggregate measurement, and I will simply add this. Okay, so here I have simply added this particular aggregate measurement. Okay, now here you will get few things out of the box. Okay, and let me go to properties here. The first thing is that this particular property. Okay, so what would be your source? If you want the stage entity store, or you want in memory real time. Okay, so typically you want in real time only, right? So you will go with typically with this option. So now we are going to attach a view here. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to my views. So I'm going to leverage this invent on hand by warehouse status. So I'm going to leverage this particular view. Okay, so either I can drag it here, or else I can manually select the table as well. For now, let me select manually. So here I can say invent on hand by warehouse status. Okay, so as soon as I will complete here, I can save this. Okay, all of this, when you see, we got something in our dimension as well. So I'm not going to use the date, right, because my company will be referenced here. Okay, but I don't need this one, so I can delete this. All right, let me save this. Now here what I can do, I can simply create new measures. Okay, and inside my measures I can select the field here. Okay, let's leave the second. We have already selected this one. All right, okay, somehow we are not able to see this, but let me do one thing. So what we'll do, we want to see. So guys, how I'm going to use this is I will select my item ID, and it will show me the, basically I'll be interested in two fields here. So if I'll open my this, let me go to fields here. So here we have many fields. Okay, so assume I'm interested in two fields, that is this one. Okay, ordered one, and the physical one. Where is the physical? Here we go. Okay, so I'm interested in these two fields for every specific item based on their warehouse and inventory status. Okay, so now currently this is not available, so what I can do, I can drag it from here. Well, it should be automatically coming here, but somehow it's not coming for me. Shouldn't be an issue. So then I will go to my available physical here. Here we go. Okay, so I can delete this particular measure. Okay, all right, yeah. So here, like, I have completed this, but now I need the sum, right? So I need to use some aggregate function. So I can say that I need sum of my available ordered and this available physical one. So I will select sum for both of them. Okay, so this is completed. Now similarly, what I will do, I'm going to create a new dimension here. Okay, and second thing is that I can give a name here. So I can say this as okay. I have not yet created my aggregate dimension. Okay, so what I will do, let me delete this because currently I haven't created. I will come back here later on. So what I will do, I will create a new dimension attribute here. And the second thing is that I will say I'm going to use this as my key. Field that I'm going to use is item ID. Let me write it again. All right. And then here I'll need to select my dimension field. Okay, again it's not coming. So what I will do, I will drag it from my, okay, yeah. So now I have linked my item. Typically it will be available automatically because I've already selected here this particular table, but I don't know why it's not coming. So shouldn't be an issue. All right, so I've completed this. I've added my measures as well. Dimension I will come back later. So now I will create my aggregate dimension. So I can go here, add aggregate dimension. I will give same name, that is invent on hand, and I can say this as aggregate dimension. I can simply add this. All right. Again, here also I'll be selecting my same table. That is my this guy. Okay, it is available now. Let me save this. And now you will see automatically the attributes are being added here. So let me delete this one. All right, here I have my item ID. So what I can do, I can select this as my key usage because I'll be using my key only. Key is something which will provide me identical data. I will show you at the end what we have built. All right, so this can be fine. Yeah. Now what I will do, I can drag this to here. Okay, so I can copy this. I can drag it to dimension here. All right. And now here I will need to add. So what I will do, so I can say new relation. I can select this, item ID here. And here also in the related field also we should have item ID, but again it is causing issue. So what I will do, I will drag the item ID. Yeah, here we go. This is fine. And I can give some good name here. For example, I can say item ID relation. All right, let me save this. So I will create my aggregate data entity now. I will tell you why we have created these two things like aggregate dimension and aggregate measurement. So just wait for a few minutes. Here I will go to aggregate data entity. I can give a name something like invent on hand aggregate on hand aggregate data entity. I will add. So this is my aggregate data entity. Okay, so here if I will, yeah, let me go to properties here. Okay, I will come back to on this one later. The first thing is that I need to drag a data source here. Again, we need a measurement here, this one. Okay, I can drag it here. Okay, so it will be hooking automatically here. And then from here I can drag these fields. Similarly, from my attributes, I can drag my key field. And you remember inside our this, we have said that it is a key field. Okay, I think you got the context of measurement here. Similarly, why this we created aggregate dimension, because we linked it to our aggregate dimension here, right? Yeah. So let's focus on data entity. Okay, so I've added the fields here. Now the next thing is that I can create my item key. So I can say this one has my item key, and here I can drag my item key field. Okay, and let me save this. Now let me go here and let me say is public as yes, because I want to test it. And here I can give some name. For example, I can say here my aggregate data entities en entities, and here I will say this as invent on hand aggregate data entity. Okay, and I will also need to select my primary key, that is this one, item key. We'll copy this. It's not showing in drop down, but it is available here. Alright, so I think this looks good to me. Okay, let's build this and then we'll see if it works or not. Okay, so I'm going to trigger a build, then we'll see. Alright guys, so the build is successfully completed, and here what I did, I simply put data and then this data entity public collection name, this one. So you can see my entity is successfully retrieving me data. For example, yeah, if you see this particular item, okay, it is in minus. So for example, this particular item, okay, here so this is how you can build your aggregated entity, and then you can test it, and you can create more complex scenarios. Alright guys, so here this is the fourth lap of MB500 is completed, and thanks for watching this video.